Hey guys, welcome to Blender. Today we're gonna make a new tutorial, something about how to model the Game Boy step by step. So let's start. For the first, gonna go here for select texture and drop it here and adjust it in the middle. And then start with the cube. Shift A and hit the cube and try to match the reference like this and make a little adjustment. Y-axis and x-axis, something like this. And second thing, we're gonna go here and hit Ctrl A and apply scale and location. That's very important. So next we're gonna go to make this curve here. So I'm gonna go with Ctrl B for the bevel and scroll wheel like this. I'm gonna afford more vertices. I think I match it. And here too, be like this. The top corners. And here will be okay. Hit this and Z. Now you could take another copy and save it if you want to roll back or anything happens. And after this, you can go to screen and buttons to fill these gaps. So first, you go here in top view and go with cube. And the game matches reference. Like this, and apply scale, location, and let's set our curves. So it should be easy now. And here you go, G and Z. And now we're gonna make this this cut here. So hit Control and minus. If you activate this add-on, it's called Bool Tool or the Boolean modifier. So make sure you add this add-on, Bool Tool. And we need another screen here. So now we make the first cut. Then we can start with the buttons. So the button is simple. Here we have two circles and circles extruded, and the plus here, or this key, just cube is extrude. So the first we can start with this. I'm gonna go hit circle and scale it or something like this, and hit Shift D to duplicate it again and assign it here. Select Symbos and go to edit mode, hit F to fill and E for extrude top. And in instance of keep going with Control minus and add a lot of Boolean modifier here, you're gonna go select this from object to the collection and move our cut here. So this is our screen cut. Hit M to a new collection and name it cut or cutter, and then go back to the body. So everything in this collection is gonna be a cut here. So I'm gonna go with this pose and apply location and scale. We should smooth and move them. So select them both and hit M and move to the cutter. So now we have this smooth cut here. And for the next, we're gonna go back to top view and make that key just a plus, so we're gonna go with cube, and S for scale it, make it small, try to match the gaps in the key, so like this. Oh my god, right. So now we go to edit mode and select this vertices and hit E for extrude, like this, extrude up on the left and down here. And the next we're gonna bevel the corners, so we can select this. With edges and select every edge here. Like this, and hit Ctrl B to bevel the corners. I think we need to match the outside only. I'm gonna go back and select outside here. So like this, and hit Ctrl B for the bevel and make this little gap here. And after you're done, I'm gonna go into side view to make them match in same line here, and you can move it, hit M into the cutter. So now I have a clean cut here, but before I just want to bevel this edges here on top. This is gonna help later. So I think like this is okay. And now move it to the cutter. So now I have clean cut here. Now I need only this. So we're gonna go circle and scale it down. And I'm gonna try to match the size here. So like this. And before I continue, I'm gonna go sit outside here, drag it outside, and go to edit mode, and hit 1 for select vertices here, and select the half of the circle, and GX to make a pattern like this. Now select everything with A, hit F to fill, extrude it up a little. Now I have this key, so I'm gonna match it with the reference. Or Z. Now I can S and X, so it have individual rotation, like this. So I think this is okay. I'm gonna copy it again. Duplicate it with Shift and D, sorry, and match the reference here, and select them both, and maybe give it a little bevel, just like here, and this one. Absolutely for the keys, I went to the same, but okay, next I have read them. So I'm gonna fill this gap, hit M and move to cutter. And before this I need to move them up. I'm gonna move them outside and try to match them to make the same head here and same line, and then match them, then move them to the gutter collection, and hide the collection. So now I have the base shape here. I need only to adjust the screen. The screen needs more work here. The screen will have the gap here between the screen and the body. I'm gonna try to match it. So I have option 1 to copy this, or I make it again. So I can make it again simple. Shift D and release it. Maybe make it small a little. So I'm gonna copy it with Shift D and move it to collection. And go to visible here to make it visible, at least for me, on viewport. Make it textured. So in top view, I'm going here, I'm gonna scale it down a little. So now I have cut and I have a screen body, and put it down like this in same SNC, and put it in same line with this Game Boy body. So now we have this, as this shade here is gonna be okay, in nice details. I go stop again, maybe scale it down a little. And I think this is good, at least for start. And next we need to make a screen, so we can make the same. Let's just go here with cube. Scale it down. Gonna match the outline here, the black line. I'm gonna go with GUI. Now select all vertices. Hit Ctrl B again. Oh wait. Need to select the edges, sorry. Hit Ctrl B just to make a small curve here. And Shift D. And this one I'm gonna name it new screen. So I'm gonna make it light maybe. And the original one. This original one is gonna be the cut. So I'm gonna go here and move it to the cutter selection. So now I have one as a cutter and one as screen. So this is my screen and this is the cutter. And try to adjust it to the same line here for screen. And move it to cutter selection, but not in this cutter. I'm sorry. So I have it's gonna cut in this this is screen, not in the body. So I'm gonna select screen here. I'm gonna select this one and the screen and hit Ctrl-. So now I cut in this screen and down this. and match it with the same line for a screen. And hide the cutter here. For now I have the base shape here. I can go apply the cutter. Yeah, first I'm gonna shade smooth it. If you have this problem like this, while you shade smooth or anything, you can see the topology is destroyed. But we can fix it with, we're not gonna fix topology, but fix this issue. So I'm gonna go here and search for edge split. Just edge split. Make sure it's in the bottom here. So now we're good. So I'm gonna apply this this cuts here, and then I'm gonna use the same buttons I make. You can use them again. So S and Z, just make it like this. I'm gonna play with bevel here for the edges, but you need to apply scale and rotation, you know. Scale and rotation, and go to object and set origin point to geometry. So now when I bevel, it's gonna be different like this. So now it feels like a key. I'm gonna make it like this way, and this too. Apply scale, location, and object, and set origin to geometry. Select everything here, the face, and bevel like this. So now I have the key. I can tweak it or make one like this or this. It's back to you. So for me, I like just to keep it random, have random rotation like this, not feel perfect. And also we have this key, but we already beveled, so that was useful. So I'm gonna just tweak a little. And for these buttons, I'm gonna go with smooth and make it down. We need to adjust the origin point too, so it's better. Like this. So now your model is your modeling is good. I'm gonna copy the reference and hit it here to just see what we're gonna doing. But for the texture, that's what we're going next. So I'm gonna move to shading and start with the base material here. So let's start with body material. So we're gonna make like the main texture, and hit F3 here and type image texture and connect the image to the base color. Now we're gonna pick here Nintendo game or our texture and select everything, the body, and hit U and check project from view, and then we move to the UV editing. So now we're gonna match our texture, but you should be in top view or the right view. You have model with it to avoid any problem. So that's because it matches with the view. If I go here and project with view, it's gonna be appear like this. So you should be in stop and select everything, scale it up, and you can assign it as you want, like this. For me, I need to assign this. So G for grabbing and match it a little. and we miss this in the modeling, so we're gonna make it here. So it's just simple like this keys, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we're gonna go with circle and mesh circle. And try to match the size again. Scale it down and match it like this. And after you're done, take it down and go in edit mode to the vertices by hit 1 in edit mode and grab it x-axis like this and try to adjust it. So if it's okay, you can copy, just duplicate with Shift D. And for now, after doing this, we're gonna select them all like this way and move it to the top and go to edit mode, select everything and hit F to fill, E for extrude, and we're gonna try to match them with something little like this maybe, and we're gonna move them to the new selection, cut somebody and go here and select one and hit Ctrl minus again and move it to the top and switch from the object to collection and name our collection, cut somebody, scale, and we need to hide this, cut somebody, it's gonna hide. So now we have this clean cuts here. So if we are aware to the details, I think we should do the same here for this cuts, like this one down. It looks simple. I'm gonna go with circle and move it down and go with the scale and try to match it as I can, like this. I think it's good. Edit mode and go to the vertices and GX, sorry, and I'm gonna match it. And then S and Y and select everything, hit F to fill and extrude a little up, and I'm gonna move it to top here and hit M to move and move to cut on body. So now I have this cut, and for this cuts here we're gonna make the same, but maybe cube. But this looks a little different, so I'm gonna match it like this. And just make it the same on the same line with other cuts. And go here, move it to the group. And then after we make it, we're gonna model this little circles. So you can just pick or make. So you can just make circles or copy any key or circle you want. But for example, I'm gonna make it like this. Go in edit mode, split it down, GY, SX. I'm gonna duplicate it and move it to the next key here. and select them both. Go to edit mode, select everything, hit fill, and extrude a little up. And now we bring them up. Like this. Now you can make it smooth or smooth by angle. Should smooth by angle. And hold this. Hit Ctrl B for the bevel. Just a little bevel, like 3 or 4 here. And it's better to just copy it. To have the same bevel, or you can just type it from the bevel menu. And we're gonna make the same pose here, the same at the top here. So we can copy this down one. I can go and copy this. Oh, it's got somebody. So now after you finish the most of cuts here, you're gonna go and apply them. So you're gonna select this body here and go with apply. Now let's go back to the shading. So go to top view and go to shading here. And now we need to shade the button or this keys too. I'm gonna select everything, go to UV, direct from the view, because we just destroyed something. Like this, and try to match it as you can, so the better details you have. And you can adjust, select them and adjust it one by one if you want. Just have the better result. So the cut looks perfect here, but in this button, I'm gonna move it a little. Like this. And this one too. Now we need to screen tool. And we're gonna apply the modifier here. And go to shading, select the same material, and go to UV, top view everything, and hit U, product from the view. And like this. Also we missed to middle this battery light here. So it's gonna be easy. Like this, hit F to fill. If we extrude. Go down, select H, hit Control B. So back to shading. So we're gonna move here to emission shader, and disconnect this one, and connect emission to the shader, and pick the color. So same color if you want, the green, and just you can tweak it with lighting here. So if you NAV, it's gonna be light like this, and we're gonna pick the same material for this circle. It's gonna be, let's name it light. And for the keys, you can project it from the material here, like this, and keep project them, or just make them a new material. So back to the material, and let's start here with the material. So we have the main texture here, and the next we need the pump to fix the normal data, or you can generate it online with any site. We will try the both. So I'm gonna connect this here, and texture to the height, and normal to the normal. And I'm gonna load the strings a little. I just was fixing this key. And then back to the texture. So we can need to add a concrete texture, or you can make it with plastic or metal, anything. So this is going to the roughness, and control it with the color ramp. Like this. This is gonna give us little details here. It's so much better. So for the keys, we're gonna do the same. Maybe with projected or with the color. But for this one, I'm gonna go with projected. I'm gonna go with image. But I'm gonna use the same texture, the main texture here. Go to top view. But it's gonna have some problems here in shading, so it's better just to maybe make it small, just for this key, like this. Or we can completely make a new material, right? So let's make one new material and pick the color. Maybe play with noise here, and concrete. So it's going to roughness, and color ramp. With pump to fix some normal data. This to height, and this to normal. It's okay. I think it's better to add noise texture for it. So it's noise texture here, effect. Play with distortion to make and thus we can project them, but we're gonna have the same problem. So I'm gonna pick the color here, play with roughness, and for these edges we can complete the modeling and texture the side and everything, or we can just make a texture better for this. Just a good material to avoid this juttering here. So I'm gonna go with material, hit new one, new material and sign. Go with noise, texture, ramp. Maybe boost details. Add image, and looking for concrete, that texture we add. Connect it to here. Choose color ramp. Sorry. Go here, hit U and project from view or cube projection. In concrete, so it's best. Back to shading. And select this color. We need mix color here. And here we're done. So I hope that was useful, and thanks for watching.